Hey guys, how you doing? All right. Excuse me. This is going to be a unique video in that, well, it's more of a sneak peek. So, there you go. Sneak peeks with Ari. There you go. These are stuff that I might do videos of. They're kind of like commissions that I owe, and some are side projects. Um, I do have some surprises for you, and I think y'all are all gonna love it. Hopefully y'all like it, and of course, yeah, there's the Chrono Trigger stuff in there. There you go. There. All right. So yeah, I for those who were wondering, and I don't remember exactly if I addressed this in the previous video. Excuse me. I just had spaghetti for lunch. Um, the Zach picture for his birthday, the collab between me and my friend Super Sprite, one of my one of my closest friends that I've grown to like recently since the my YouTube channel has been gradually rising up in the views is the subs, and I have him to thank for that because, and I actually I'll go a step further. I have him to thank for that and all of you for making this possible. And whether you're just in it because of the videos, you like the long plays, or you like the art videos, I really appreciate that. Like, I am thankful for all of you. And I'm not really aiming to be, I'm not really aiming, and I've said this before, I'm not really aiming for Mr. Beast, style um, millions of followers. I'm fine if tomorrow, you know, say for example, let's say we go up to 500, right? I'm fine with that. Like that, 500 is a nice number. If we go any higher than that, that's that's cool. But it's like I'm not expecting to hit a billion subs tomorrow or in the next 5 years. So, but every little bit counts, and I have you all to thank, and I appreciate that. It really means a lot to me. But going back to what I was saying, the DJ Axis wanted to know, like, hey, did Zach like the picture? He really did. He really loved the birthday photo. We all had a wonderful time on his birthday on VR chat. We celebrated with him, and it was wonderful. And I probably mentioned in the other video, but I figured I'd just remind again. It's like, yeah, and I hope, I hope the more pictures I do, I'll do another collab with some friends. We've been actually talking about doing some Chuck E. Cheese related stuff, or not even just Chuck E. Cheese, Rockafire, Showbiz Pizza, things like that. We were thinking about doing that for a collab. We were also discussing maybe, transformation, doing like our avatars and personalities and sonas turning into like dragons, like Disney style dragons. So that could be a lot of fun. I'll let you guys know if that ever comes to fruition. Um, but yeah, um, but without further ado, I'm not going to bore you. I know you like the voice, but I also don't want to put you to sleep too. So I have picked some of the commissions, some of the things I'm going to be working on that I'd like to do videos of. I don't know if the clients will approve, but these are within reason. These are safe for work commissions, and full disclosure, if you followed me on DeviantArt and Fairfany for the last decade or two, I do a lot of weird stuff. I'm not ashamed to admit that, and I am okay with the stuff I get asked to do. Like, I don't care what other people think. Like, I'm not bothered by that, and you shouldn't have to care what other people think about you too. I'm just gonna put that out there. Like, don't let anybody get to you. But I'm teasing these because these are also YouTube safe. These are stuff that YouTube won't throw a bitch fit. In simple terms, it's like, yeah, I feel like it was kind of a gamble doing the one for West 13, but I think at the end of the day, it was inoffensive. It was odd, but it wasn't like odd enough like where YouTube was like, you know. So I think we're good on that front. But let's go ahead and start here. Let's start with obviously you've seen this one. I am going to pick up where I left off on this one. This one unfortunately won't be a video because, well, as you can see, it's pretty much almost done. For starters, it's almost done, and then I just got to convert the MP4s to MP3s because it was mostly a audio only experience. See, um, when I recorded it, I didn't know you could click a button so I could at least record me moving the briefcase around. So that was unfortunate. Now that I know I can do that, but next time we play, I'll know what to do. But for this experience, it's just gonna be us talking. So if you want to have a few laughs, you can just visualize our funny voices and make some animation out of that if you want to. I don't mind. And I guess having said that, if you ever want to make an animation from a video of ours, you're welcome to. We got a fuck ton of videos. We got like 5,000 videos. You can pick an old one or a new one. I don't know, whatever you want to do. So that's in the pipeline. That is coming up. It won't be a video, but I figured I'd share it to you anyway, whether it was in the past or not. It's not particularly perfect. Maybe if I do a video of this one, I could just kind of clean up the hands a little bit and stuff like that, because it looks a little weird. But for those who don't know, that's Rusty, that's Zach, and that's our buddy Matt. All right. Anyway, moving right along. Next one is for my friend Dietz. This is one that I've been kind of holding off on, mostly because it's a kind of like a frame-by-frame commission based on an episode of Chippendale Rescue Rangers, and more on that later, as you'll see in the top of the Flash program right there. This one is based on that alien that Dale Chipmunk encountered in one of the episodes, and this is inoffensive at best. It's really just a frame by frame of the spring animation. He jump up, the spring go up, he pause in the air, spring go down, he lands on the floor, boing. That one actually could be a fun one, because then we could talk about like cartoons or something like that. But also, shout out to Dietz and Rick Fox. Just want to say, hope you're all having fun at FWA this weekend. I don't really do a lot of conventions, unfortunately, because, well, full disclosure, I can't drive. I don't have the license. I am one of those types that kind of just comfortably sits at home. I live in one of those towns where everything is kind of close by and I can work there, but I think I'm doing okay with my family, and I think I'll be alright. But one of these days, I would love to go to a convention and meet all you guys. Hopefully one day. And maybe one day I'll learn to drive. I know you guys are going to shit on me for that, and all the power to you. I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to say anything. It's just like, yeah, it's just it's a long, complex family story, but I don't want to get into it. But moving that aside, that's not to say I haven't been to conventions. There was ones in Merced. There was a Merced Comic Con. You've seen the one with me and Eddie Deason, right? And Tubi, that noir game. I forgot. Yeah, Tubi. I have a video of the actress from that, which was really sweet. That was really nice. But when they moved away from Merced, impromptu, and they never explained why, then we just kind of stopped going to conventions, because now we got to go to LA or further down in California, and that's too long a drive. When it was in Merced, we were close, but it's like, no, not anymore. All right, but yeah, this one will be an interesting one. I'd like to continue where I left off on this one. It might be kind of boring, and I'm not saying that about the commission. I'm not talking about the commission itself being boring. I'm talking about like I'm going to be drawing frame by frame, trying to get it worked. So I might do like a speed lapse, like what do you call that? The speed thing where you speed it up a little bit. Just show me going, this one. But I'm sure it'll be all right. Hopefully you guys will like it. We can talk about old cartoons. We can talk about our cartoon, what got us into what we like. Disney Afternoon, Darkwing Duck, Bonkers, Gargoyles, DuckTales, Gummy Bears, you name it. We can talk about Saturday morning cartoons in general. All right. But, yeah. So, let me see. The next one. This one is also something I don't know if I'll probably put up. You might be interested in it. I'll have to explain the premise, though. This is for my friend Sean the Squirrel. And we've done a few commissions with, the macro characters. But this one is an interesting one, because this one I kind of have a backstory of my own for this one. we're thinking about Twilight Zone. We were thinking about Twilight Zone. There's maybe you've seen the old Twilight Zone episodes. I used to watch those a lot. Not on the Sci-Fi Channel, but they were on the Sci-Fi Channel. But we also used to watch them on WB20. But before I get into, we're not here to talk about Twilight Zone. But sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. This one in particular is the idea that I have for this one for the commission is that basically instead of it being you could say okay yeah it's a macro Peppy hair from Star Fox, but I like to think of more like the Twilight Zone episode about the two astronauts who go to a planet where there's miniature people, right? And then one guy is trying to figure out how to get out of there. You know, he doesn't want to cause harm and destroy stuff, but then the other guy turns into a full-blown megalomaniac and tortures the little miniature figurine people and all that. And then just as the other guy escapes, the even bigger giant comes up and crushes that little megalomaniac guy, the little asshole, right? And that's kind of how I see this. I like to imagine Peppy Hair has kind of like he's while traveling with Falco, Fox, Crystal, whatever. He's going around and he happens upon a miniature version of Corneria. It's not that Corneria shrunk. No, it's literally like smaller sized planet, and they go there and they do it, and Peppy goes to investigate, and he's like, fascinating. Like, whoa, there's miniature versions of us, miniature versions of the people. And so, like, yeah, this could be a fun one to play around with. Again, I'll have to ask if Sean would like me to do that. And we'll see where we go from here. I'm a big Star Fox fan. Hopefully on the next one too, if you'd like. I can draw Crystal, I can draw Fox, I can draw Falco, things like that. So we'll leave that there. But I hope you guys like it. That one's coming up. Something in my mouth. Alright. Anyway, so the next one is actually a model sheet. So this one is for one of my clients named Crash the Squirrel. He's a big Rescue Rangers fan, and I unfortunately missed out when this was on the Disney afternoon, but I definitely do remember it. It's like it's not like I haven't seen it before. It was on Toon Disney back in the day when I used to go to when I was young. We were in a lot of babysitter places, and they would run Toon Disney. So you had like the 2000s or late 90s version of the Muppet Show, and again, stuff that was on Toon Disney. So I definitely do remember. Gadget Hack Wrench was a dream come true. Like she was a cute character. Don't know if I wouldn't say she was like my waifu crush or anything, but she was kind of nice. But yeah, again, this is a commission. I do model sheets. The style of it is kind of inspired by how I do my own webcomic character model sheets, which I can go into detail in a further video and talk about, more inspirations from my webcomic and Disney Afternoon, things like that. And the only edit I have to do is just give him his Sona some summer clothing, and that should be pretty cool. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. As you can tell from the left, I've worked with him before. He's a really nice client. Most of the clients I've worked with, I don't really have any beef with. It's like maybe there'd be like a few bumps and bruises, but they're actually all pretty cool. Like I never had one bad client, as far as I know. I've had some strange stories to tell, but they were from back when I was still kind of getting my foot through the door and figuring things out. So, but nobody that was like mean or asshole-ish or anything like that. There we go. Earthbound. There we go. That's a good song for the video. Please, Nintendo, knock on wood, don't copyright claim, please. I want to just do the video. I'm running out of music to play. And now let's see. This is the one I do want to make a video of because I feel bad for this guy. He's my friend Husey Arts, and we've worked together in the past. You might have seen my stuff on Blue Sky for him. This is his OC. Kind of like a mix between Pokemon, Digimon, when you think about it. There's a few edits I need to do to kind of add some more fur to his body. But this is one I wouldn't mind doing a video of and showing to him and showing to all you guys. So this is probably the one I will do first. So not this week. Not on let's see what that, today's the 10th, right? So not on the 14th, but the 21st, I'll go ahead and put that video up. And I'll put that one in. And if I have some time, there will be another video that I like to work on to show you guys. And I hope you like it because it means a lot to me. This is one that I'm extremely excited about. And that is my commission for someone I could call a friend. I don't know if he feels the same way, but I do consider him like a very big inspiration to me. He is someone that I have listened to their music for a very long time. I remember on YouTube, before I had like a proper YouTube account, I used to follow DJ Axis on YouTube. And if you haven't yet, you really should go subscribe to them. They are wonderfully nice, super nice, wonderfully talented too. They are an artist. They were formerly Seth Dragon. And they're on Twitch now. They're doing gaming streams, and we're hoping that we could do something together, but we still got to plan it out, figure out how we're gonna handle it. But I've never met a more nicer human being than DJ Axis. Like, he's been extremely supportive of my work, even back then, and even with the YouTube channel. Like, his retro remixes have been incredible. If you remember them from Screw Attack back in the day, they are incredible. My favorite one still is the Little Nemo one. That and Shadowgate and Blaster Master, and he's done even more. I'm just listing off a few of them from memory right now because my mind's kind of like all over the place with what's been going on during the week. But I would definitely recommend it. His original work is incredible. He knows what he's doing. He's been in the game for a long time, and like, he's been so supportive of me that the least I could do is pay him back and give him a shout out. So thank you, DJ X, for everything, and I want to show one of the commissions I'm going to be working for him. And here you are. It's a wrestling themed commission, because obviously, you know, we on my channel, like, we play a lot of WWE 2K24, and we may not be as big as wrestling fans as we used to be, but we still tune into the pay-per-views at least. We have, my friend Nate will tune in on the Monday and SmackDown shows and tell us what's going on. We'll check it out. And then you got on Wednesdays, we'll watch AEW, and whenever there's an AEW pay-per-view, we'll check that out too. So we do watch wrestling, and we're super into it. But the 2K games have always been our go-to because there are a lot of, when they're not causing problems like bugs, glitches, the censorship issues with the name, hiccups, and stuff going on, community creations where I couldn't download things, like, boy. But they are fun when they're working. And so I was actually thinking about making my buddy DJ Axis in here. I don't know if it's okay to call you Seth too, but DJ Axis, I'm cool with that. But like, basically, he's gonna have his wrestler come out with a T-shirt and everything, and he's holding the microphone. He's ready to cut a promo, and he's probably be like, "Am I interrupting you, Ari-Dynamic? Am I interrupting your Money in the Bank cash-in? You know, are you harassing our champion?" Going, you know, it's like, you know me, I'm a heel in 2K24. Like, I play up that persona a lot. Final Fantasy music too. There we go, even better. But the idea here is that he's going to be coming out with the Titantron and everything for Monday Night Raw. He's got the arena. There's a crowd. This will be going to be a crowd there. But we're thinking also about putting in some cameos. And right now, it's going to be changed. I don't know if we'll include everybody, but I'm thinking maybe like 2 of my friends, 2 of his friends, just to kind of make it even. But you got me here with the Money in the Bank briefcase. You got Steven the Hunter, Inferno Wolf in there, holding the championship belt. Rusty Steele, my buddy Rusty Steele, holding a sign that says, "This is a happening." Literally what it says, "This is a happening," because that's a sign in the 2K games. It's a very weirdly spoken sign. I don't know why. "This is a happening." And then you got my other longtime friend JR95, who's going to be there in the top row, just kind of doing the Sting from the Raptors look, or just kind of leaning over curiously and ominously, you know, And then you got Nate, MB Bowler, pinch hitter, he also, cheering him on, stuff like that. And I know there's a couple more people from his group that we like to include in here, and we haven't decided it yet. Um, but yeah, this is going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to this. Because it's near completion, I think I'm going to save this one later. I'm going to wait till I've at least finalized who's going to go and where. I need, as of this writing, I need references for at least one more of a person that he wants in. But once we get in there and finalize the deal, I'll go ahead and do a video of this. And yeah, it should be good to go. And yeah, and I think that is pretty much all the video. That's pretty much all the planned art videos that I'm going to make. Hopefully, it'll just kind of be like a nice in between, because there's a lot of videos that are kind of like boring or too long, but at least there's going to be this to kind of keep you coming back, I hope. And anyway, that being said, I'm going to get started and work on, I think what I'll do is I'll work on this one first, because I do have to at least save my energy for 2K24 tonight. It's Friday the 10th. This video goes up next week on Tuesday, so hello from the past. Hello from Friday, 4 days before the upload. But yeah, all right. Look, stay safe out there. Be careful. Love you guys and girls. And thank you so much for the channel. I've noticed that we've been increasing now. We're at 450, and it really means a lot to me. I'm content with where I am. I'm not one of those artists looking to make the Mr. Beast numbers. I'm not looking to draw in a billion views. It's a miracle if I get anything at all. I'm aware of the problems of the channel. The videos are too long. There's no super cut of all the funny moments. There's no funny memes and funny stock music. I'm just not that guy. I'm just not that guy that does whoa, that's crazy. Look at the fast cuts and the funny, it's not that. That's not my thing. It's just all the videos you see are just spur of the moment stuff that we did on Discord, and it really means a lot to me, and I hope that me and my friends will have plenty more to come along on the channel. I couldn't be all the more thankful to be here. This is the happiest I've ever been. 2024 feels like the year where I'm going to be really, really happy. A few years ago, I was down and out because of the Discord hack that I went through and my grandfather passing away, and I was just in a bad frame of mind. It's just, I wasn't suicidal, but I was just depressed. Couldn't work on anything. I was just out of it. I was angry and lashing out, and I wasn't thinking and doing stupid shit, saying stupid shit, and but I feel like 1 year later, 2 years later, things are better now, and I'm meeting a lot of talented people, like Seth the Dragon here, and Jargi Roo, and Zach, and Sprite, and Samson, Drav, Max, everybody, I got to meet Texan Soda, I got to meet Rick Fox, and they're all, super friendly, super nice, and, there was a period when I thought, I left a comment on an art video that was tackling the subject of jealousy, and I opened up, and it might have been, something that's YouTube commenter etiquette about something you shouldn't say, but I opened up and I said, I have fits of jealousy, not fits. I have moments of jealousy, when it comes to artists, because it's just in my personal experience, I had the soured opinion of artists in general, because people would the people I would run into can be very, how do I put it, very holier than thou, very egotistical, very elitist, and I get it, it's like some people, you want a certain level of skill when you work with people, and I understand completely. That makes sense. But I've had people just kind of look down on me like, hey, you're that guy that draws all that sneezing stuff, huh? You draw all those weird stuff on the deviant arts, and I'm like, I can draw other things. You just gotta ask. I'm not a one note joke. I can do serious topics. I can do funny topics. If I want to do memes, I'll draw memes. I am not a one hit note joke. But they just kind of look at me like, yeah, no, thank you. Or there's people there's artists out there with 5,000 subs or 5,000 followers on DeviantArt for Affinity that treat their audience like crap. They scam and they don't, just they do call out journals and they bitch and they moan and they have all these white knights. It feels like they're always surrounded by security guards all the time and they're just dicks. But they still, no matter how bad they treat their audience, no matter how badly they do with their audience, whether it's just talking down to them or scamming them out of money or not following through on a deal, there's me who's taking time out of my day to recover from all this, the position I'm in to work on commissions that I owe. It's like I could cop out and just go pull out a bank loan and be like, here, I'm just going to pay everybody back. But no, I'm going to see to it that I give them my blood, sweat, and tears to do this, the impossible task. While others are saying like, no, you lost the money, it's gone. Can't refund you. Bye. It's like my jealousy stems from meeting all those artists who do all that, and they have 10 times the amount of subscribers than I do. And sometimes I just feel like it soured my opinion, because now I'm just like, wow, all these artists that have all these internet favors for them, they're popular, they have 1 million subs, 500k subs, you name it, and they're getting by. They could go do a crime one day and get off scot-free, like, oh, but he's not a bad guy, he drew that sexy character, from the 80s that I liked, and he's a nice guy, we'll drop the charges, and then there's me who's just like, I could draw that character too, but the internet's not going to go gaga for me, where's my gold watch, but I try not to think about that. I try to just avoid that, tune that out, and just be thankful for whatever I have. And again, it means a lot to me. And so, again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I'm gonna try my best to make it up to a lot of people, and also just make people happy. Like, again, not in it for the Mr. Beast views. I'm not here to I don't want to wake up tomorrow and find out that I have 1 million subs, just out of the kindness of whatever. It's just like, I'm happy with what I got. I'm happy being happy. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed this sneak peek. I'll start with Seth's, just so we can finalize that one, and I'll come back to that later when we do. I'll start with Hughesy's, and I'll start with Peppy Hairs because that's pretty much close. And I'll start with Crash because he's been waiting a little bit. And then I'll combine the Deets and the Keep Talking one to a video. And then when the time comes, I'll work on Seth's. At least that's the plan anyway. Things might change. Maybe I'll wind up doing Seth's first once we know what we're doing. But yeah. Alright. Enough of my rambling. I got wrestling in 3 hours. Then me and Cameron, Hops, and Nate, and whoever else are going to go play some Mario Party Superstars. We may or may not record. We'll see. We've had some kind of... I can't speak for Cam, but for me personally, the Nintendo servers are always kind of ass because of the connection. We've tried to play Super Mario Maker 2, but sometimes it just runs dog shit slow. So it's kind of up in the air. Maybe I'll record it. Maybe we won't record it. We'll just see how it goes. And if it works well, if it's something we can do, yeah, we'll see you. We'll put it up for August or July or something. But anyway, I'm not gonna keep you. I'm not gonna keep you long enough. I probably soaked up a lot of your time anyway. I'm sorry for wasting your time. Anyway, catch you all later. You all have a good one. Stay safe. Stay beautiful. Do the best you can. Stay strong, man, or woman, yeah, or whatever you prefer to be called. Like, just stay strong. I know you are a nice and beautiful person, and you deserve all the happiness in this world. I'll see you later. Take care, everybody. God bless. Or if you don't believe in God, just have a nice day. Like, yeah. All right. Bye. See you.